What's up, guys? I hope everyone's having a very motivational Memorial Day. I have a couple of things I want to tell you guys that are pretty important to me that I've realized this week. This week I'm going to keep it relatively short. I wanted to give you guys a kind of an inside scoop on what my mornings look like, and I was actually going to get ahead of the game and give you kind of behind the scenes of the next freestyle video I was going to make, but this morning didn't really go quite as planned. There's some clouds out and I was hoping that I could shoot with some sun, but I think next week I'll go through that. I actually am going to be shooting 2 videos this week for Freestyle Fridays, just so I can get ahead of the game, and I'll tell you why. So without further ado, let's get to it.
No plans on a Saturday. No plans, I could head your way. Wanna get to you, but honestly I don't know how. It's me against the world, I don't need to doubt.
Alright, so this week has been a big learning opportunity for me. There's been some struggles and there's been a bit of just getting everything in order. And I can sum this up all into one word. That is the fundamental of your health, wealth, and happiness of your life, and that's balance. What do I mean when I say balance? Well, there's a lot of conflicts that I've been having with all these things that I've been taking on. And you ask kind of these questions based on balance. You know, am I going to have time for the things that I have to do versus the things that I want to do? Am I going to have time to do all these things that I want to get done versus having time to, socialize or even, just chill and lay back? Am I going to be able to get all these things done today, or is it going to be go overtime, and am I going to have to draw this out to the next day? So a lot of it is time management and figuring it out. And what I came to understand from this week is that you're not going to be able to make time for everything at first, and it's a lot of trial and error, and it took me a little bit of time to actually come to terms with that with myself. This week there's been a lot of times that I just needed to figure shit out and realize that I didn't really know how to balance that, and that's perfectly okay. That's actually, it took me a little bit of time to tell myself that, that's okay. Just this weekend, for example, things come up, and you can plan it out as much as you want, but for me the hard part was when it was those unexpected things that came up. And this weekend, for example, I made a connection at church, and they said, oh, come by Friday, and so I went over there. I ended up being late because I just ended up filming, and I expected to just pop in there and pop out and go to bed, do my daily 8 p.m., go to bed and wake up early the next day. Well, I ended up staying there a bit, and by the time I ended up coming home, it was like way late, and it just trickled throughout the entire week. It was a big snowball effect, and at the end of the weekend, I just realized it's like I had like a unsatisfaction, and I asked myself, are you really like unsatisfied with just letting yourself be loose? And last week I told you about like no breaks, no days off, and evidently I did take a couple days off this week. Of course, I was always working. I never like quit completely and stopped, but there's a lot of trial and error, and there's a lot of things that you won't see throughout the week. You can't plan your entire week out at first, and I told myself, I'm ready to fail, and it's possible to not hate failing, but the thing you might not see at first is that failing sucks, man. It's a lot of trial and error, and the big part is you gotta not be hard on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself to not be able to bounce from that, right? Because we make mistakes, and we can't be perfect, and we can't get everything done right away. It's gonna take a lot of time, and that's what I'm coming to learn. And I'm just learning to be able to get on top of my schedule for the day. rather than having it run to the next day. And so that's what I'm doing this week, and I'm going to show you guys next Monday. I'm going to do some, I don't know whether I'm going to give you some like inside videos, or maybe just make a montage of you know, just different shots throughout the day. But I'll be doing, like I said earlier, I'll be shooting 2 freestyle videos this week instead of just 1, so I can be ahead of the game. And I'll probably have the majority of my motivational Mondays to you guys done on Friday, so that'll be pretty cool. I'm excited to get ahead of the game. I'm taking advantage of this motivational Memorial Day by getting a lot of my homework done and getting ahead of the game. So that's it, y'all. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you check out my next Freestyle Friday, and I'll see you guys later. Much love.
It's me against the world.